savers. Be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause. Watch out, cuz. Another switch. Another switch. Another switch. Another switch. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Miami
We're live
Dolphins.
from New York. It's
the
Saturday
kickoff team
night.
on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watching you grind. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's complete to Lockett. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Carson. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On
3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. Rocket. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get stupid.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get stupid. Get stupid.
Fitzpatrick on first down. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half.
Oh, that would have been
such a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
27 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Now Balaj. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. From the gun, Fitzpatrick throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Let's get stupid. Let's get stupid. Let's get stupid.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 70 yards, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct
You
at
never
all.
want to hit
You
the ball
got
out of
it
the air,
down
John.
pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, alert. Check.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
Nice.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Gas route, jogging to the fucking sideline.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle. for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a completion to Wilson. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Fucking shriveled up like a old bitch.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Balaj. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Caught, it's Wilson. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And
What?
Wilson has it.
Get
And
the
he's gonna
fuck
have
out
a
of
first
here.
down as he's brought
Fucking
down
throw
at
that
the
in double coverage
44-yard
and they get
line.
fucking...
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Fucking patted on the back for a bad decision.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
What a fucking joke.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
You dumb shit.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. There's a nice move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Bumble.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Piece of fucking garbage. You fucking garbage. You fucking garbage piece of shit.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.